Copa Mid GTX. Well, it says limited collection from Adidas, so they must be cool. Let's check it out. Before we get into this video, I just need to give a quick shout out to Adidas Sports. If you're interested in picking up the boots shown in this video, you can click the first link down below in the description. It'll be a direct link to the boots shown in this video. But feel free to browse around the site and check out and grab anything that you guys like. Show some love to Adidas, a great company. Thank you for sponsoring the video, and let's get into it. Looks like winter is officially here. So, football pitches, check this out. I think it's officially time to break these guys out. What's up, everybody? Mike McIntyre here, and I'm back with a brand new video. These just dropped 3 days ago. The article was released on November 13th. I'm filming this on November 16th. I'm not sure when I'm going to get it up yet, but this is very unique. I've never really had a boot like this, and, well, nobody has, to be honest, because this is just freaking weird. I'll show you what's inside this box. It is a limited collection by Adidas. I have over here the Copa Mid GTX. Limited collection, price is freaking ridiculous. There it is, 500 Canadian dollars. That's crazy, but they are really unique and they are limited. So obviously for a limited boot, you're gonna pay a little bit more, but let's show you what's inside. So a very nice presentation. The box is really cool. You slide the thing open like this, and then we'll reveal the shoes inside. Get these things out. This is the string bag you get. I mean, it's a nice little sort of fabric material, but there's nothing to it. There's nothing on it. It just has an Adidas tag over here. It's got, you know, little, they're kind of like shoelaces actually, and they just pull that close. Anyways, at least you get a string bag, but whatever. Okay, time for the reveal of whatever the hell these things are. Okay guys, so there is a quick look at the Copa Mid GTX. So let's dial out the name first of all. So this is a Copa, okay? It is a Copa, a 2018 Copa that's just been beefed up. The next part is obviously GTX. Now GTX is probably going to stand for Gore-Tex. The boot is made with a Gore-Tex material, and that is essentially this green area that you can see over here. So if you are wondering what Gore-Tex is, essentially it is a fabric, I suppose, that repels water, but it still allows air and moisture to escape the material. So in other words, if I have my foot inside this shoe and it's sweating and it's, you know, it's getting warm and whatever, the material is going to allow my foot to breathe, so air can fluctuate and go through the upper this way. It can sort of exit the upper, if you will, but water and moisture and any sort of stuff won't go through the membrane and into the boot itself, getting your foot wet or whatever. So I hope that makes sense. So that's the GTX part, and then of course we have FG. Everyone knows that is firm ground, and that is of course the stud pattern that you see right there. So there it is. That is the GTX Mid Copa firm ground, whatever. I've never seen anything like it. This is a winterized football boot, okay? So it is made of leather. You have a kangaroo leather upper, but the leather is so substantial. I mean, it takes a lot of pressure for me just to push it in, so it's not the softest from out of the box. I'm sure it'll soften up a little bit, but given the nature of the boot, how it's supposed to be a winterized boot, I mean, it's trying to keep your foot warm, so you can't exactly have warmth with a thin material. So the leather is really substantial. It's not very soft. I went through the Gore-Tex material. That's all the green thing here, so that's lining the entire inside of the boot, and obviously it gets its mid-cut from this Gore-Tex material. This is going to rise up quite high. The firm ground stud pattern is, I mean, that's a good thing. That's something I like, but if this boot is supposed to be worn in snow and everything like that, you'd think the studs would be a bit beefier. It's a normal firm ground stud pattern. And then this is really unique. You've got almost like this rubberized cage that wraps around the heel, so that's new. We've never really seen that before, and that's just, I suppose, to give the boot a little bit more reinforcement in the heel area. Again, give you a little bit of warmth. The inside, this feels like a nylon material, this Gore-Tex thing. On the inside it feels kind of like any other football boot, but again, just thicker and bulkier. And it's interesting. I don't really know who the boot's for though, to be honest. I don't really know what kind of weather you're gonna wear this in. If you're wearing this in really heavy snowy conditions, I mean, is the game even going on? You know what I mean? That's a question that you have to ask. If the pitch is so full of snow, the ball won't roll well, then you can't really play. But if there's a little bit of snow on it, you know, it's really unique. If you have the money to drop on it, go for it. And then I guess you're prepared for any possible condition if you're playing in wet areas or, you know, winterized areas or stuff like that. But if you don't, I mean, it doesn't make much sense. So this, I guess that's why it's a limited boot after all. There's limited numbers. For those of you that are interested in it and that want it and can see you actually using it, then go for it if you have the coin to drop. But other than that, I mean, most people aren't really gonna fork out 500 Canadian bucks for this because they just won't use it all that often. Stay tuned, I'm gonna slip them on and we can take a better look as to how these things fit and feel. Okay guys, so my first impression from these Copa 18 boots after putting them on is bulk. They're big, they're winterized, they're warm, they're just bulky. It's kind of something that you would have worn in the 50s. It's really, really weird. It's kind of cool that they have the kangaroo leather upper material. It's really cool that they have the Gore-Tex. I think that's really cool because it's really going to keep your foot warm and it won't allow any sort of moisture to get into the boot, but it'll still keep your foot breathable and everything like that. It's just weird. Again, I don't really see this fitting too many people. I don't see it being a very practical option in many cases. So sorry, there's a train going by, not much I can do. We'll continue. Yeah, so fit, I mean, fit is, I can't really complain about fit because they run true to size. Anything from Adidas is true to size, so go for your true to size if you're interested in picking them up. I can't really describe the overall feeling or sensation when my foot's in it because they're bulky and they're big and they're winterized and they just don't feel like a normal football cleat. With that being said, they actually do feel relatively light given the amount of material and the amount of boot that you actually get, so that is a really big plus. That is thanks to the speed frame. Anything to do with the sole plate and the cleats, that feels like normal. There's no stud press or anything like that. It's just a very thick, heavy upper material. Again, something that it looks like they would have worn in the 50s or something like that. So that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. This is a unique boot and not one that very many people are going to get their hands on, and not one that very many people are going to be able to actually feel and hold and everything like that. So I tried to describe it as best as I could, but let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Leave some sort of comment or question and let's get a little discussion going because it's a really unique thing, something we don't see every day. But other than that, guys, I'm done for this video. This is Mike McIntyre from All Things Sports. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. I've got a lot of great content coming. Thank you for stopping by, and until then, I'm signing off. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.